everybody. This is the last 2 minutes of the Spring Fever Super Bowl. It's 27-20. Southern California on top, 4th and 1. Screen right to Zach Moss, 2 minutes zone. It's on the D card, incomplete. Dallas still has 3 timeouts. I wasn't able to watch this game. I just got home. Let's look at the ball possession real quick. It looks like Sun threw a early interception. Dallas got a field goal. Then, and then they got another interception. No, I'm sorry. The kickoff went to Dallas. They got a field goal. And then on the first SoCal Sun possession, they threw an interception, which led to a missed field goal. Then the teams traded touchdowns. Then SoCal went up by a touchdown. And it looks like they've been holding on to that score after that. Host says, congratulations, Jim. Heck of a game. But it's not over yet with 3 timeouts. I hate when people do that. Let's finish it. Who knows what can happen? And I'll take your congratulations. Although Jim's more of a gentleman than me, says thanks, Mark. It's like a superstition of mine, I guess. If he wasn't going to call timeout, then I'd take it. I'll take left to McCaffrey. Yeah, fumble can happen. Snap fumble. Jim is on an incredible run, knocking out team after team with that offense of his. His defense is nothing special, but his defensive play calling has been outstanding, and he's been hitting the numbers on Christian McCaffrey's card. He hit a couple big ones against me. Let's see what he did today. Down and out to McCaffrey, throwing on 3rd down, and he's sacked. So Dallas will get the ball back. 80% chance of a sack. Like I said, why are you saying congratulations when there's still something that can happen? 1:07 left. Britton Covey on the punt return lets it go, rolls to the end zone. So 1 minute, no timeouts left. What? Oh yeah, because he had to take that last time out because of the sack. You had almost a better offense than complete pass. Brian Burns did the job there. Let's look at the box score again. So McCaffrey's longest is only 27 today. Bijan also had a 27-yard run. So he's got an embarrassment of riches with McCaffrey and Bijan in this set. But it served him well. So it didn't really matter that he got sacked because he didn't turn it over, and he still forced Mark to use a timeout. So that worked out okay. But a strip sack could have saved him a timeout and gave him more field position. So it was risky. Of course, if he calls run and he completes the pass, so sideline right to Diggs. He left the guy there. 5 yards to not get out of bounds. Took up some time. You got to spike it there. Things conserve time, especially if you're going to throw it. You would have conserved a tick. Browning's good, short and flat. I don't think he's that good long. Parham in the backfield, 3 wide with a tight end. Really 2 tight ends with Everett and Parham. Kind of needed to fall on the D card in the receiving maybe. But you gotta maybe chuck it 3 and 4, see what happens. At some point. Taking the time here. And there's the pick. 2 minutes zone. So now Jim can take a knee and take home the championship. Southern California Sun, I think. let's look for congratulations to Jim. So he won Gladiator, Spring Fever 2019. Yep, that was the one where I had a 13-point lead and came back and scored 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes. Great comeback. So Jim's second Spring Fever title. And well done. Well done. Like I said, let's take a look at the playoff file. Just amazing. Let me see if I can get you guys come on. So yeah, let's take a look. We got the Jim's noting that Dallas scored their points in odd quarters. Southern California did it in even quarters. Look at that. The Dallas got to a 10-0 lead. To that turnover. And then Southern California Sun roared back up 20-17, and then finally they closed it out in the fourth quarter. You don't need StreamYard. You just need to blink. Maybe Zoom's a bad example because Zoom you can also use software. But just click the link, join the call. I'd love to hear Jim's viewpoint on the game and his playoff run. Let's look at that. Playoff victories that he was able to cash in. He was 9-7 in the regular season. 9-7. Put together a run for the ages. What's up, Jim?
Dennis.
Congratulations. What?
I got more than my share. Good luck today.
I just got home. I tuned in for the last 2 minutes. So I saw the stop on 4th and 1. But I didn't see anything before that. You noted that he got his points in odd quarters. You got your points in even quarters. I saw that on your first drive you threw a pick. Can you walk me through that first half if you have a second?
Yeah, hang on just a second.
So you see here, playoffs. This is the wrong year.
So
4-0. Yeah. So talk about this game early in the first half.
yeah, hang on just a second here.
Okay, so I can talk while you're doing that, but look at these games.
Okay,
Southern California knocked off the Sun. They knocked off the Bills. Then they knocked off the Rams. The Rams were a heavy favorite in that game, and I thought they had the best team this year. They whooped up on me pretty good. And then in the conference championship game, you took out Seattle. That's my team, and you destroyed me. In the regular season, Seattle came out on top, but I could not stop Jim's offense this one. And then finally, in this one, he didn't always have to have the lead. It looks like, trailing by 10, he was all behind again, 20-17, and then have a great fourth quarter to seal the victory. So you tell me when you're ready, Jim.
I need just a second here.
Sure. And look at these stats. Dallas was held to 310 yards of offense to only 12 first downs. Southern California equally was stymied on the offensive side, but they were able to control the clock with 21 first downs with Mac Jones and those running backs. So a time of possession advantage of 34-21 to 25-39 in favor of the Sun. And as I pointed out earlier, this is the Sun's second spring fever championship. And I'm not sure how many overall in hoops. Jim can fill us in on that when he's ready.
Yeah, three total.
Three? Three. So you got, what's the other one? Spring fever. Oh, no, the other one's Gridiron Gladiators. I remember that one. Correct?
Yeah.
Are you not counting Gridiron?
No, I'm counting that. That's the third one.
Yeah.
All right, can you see me now?
Championship.
I can't
It doesn't
recover
matter.
the...
No, you don't need to
Can't
share your screen or anything. It's an audio interview.
I can't.
It's totally fine to be a blank screen.
I can't find the screen now.
Well,
Anyway, yeah.
all the screen has is me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah,
So you don't miss out or anything.
To answer your question about the first quarter, the Cowboys, I won the toss, so I elected to kick off. Cowboys drove downfield, got to about 25-yard line, and kicked the field. My first possession on 4th and 2 at my own 36, I went for it, figuring I was a pretty big underdog, might as well take some chances. Unfortunately, I rolled on the defense card, and it was picked off. But in any event, that gave Dallas a first down at my 37, and he then drove down to my 4-yard line. Well, he actually got to my 8, and from the 8, first and goal at the 8, he ran for 4, then he threw 2 incomplete short passes, and then he went for a field goal, which was blocked, and I recovered it at my 16, and then I didn't get anywhere. I only got to my 20, so on 4th down, I punted. Johnny Hecker punted a short punt that time, and on 3rd and 7 from his 47 for a touchdown. So that gave me 10-0 lead. And that was...
So you're down 10-0 in the Super Bowl.
That was the only scoring in the first quarter.
You get the ball back after a touchback, and you go 9 plays, 75 yards, and cash it for a touchdown. So what was important on that drive?
Well, it was pretty much steady except for one play. Christian McCaffrey busted an off tackle for 27 yards. Needless to say, McCaffrey is my MVP for the year. Has had awesome stats, both running and receiving. I think, if I recall correctly, for the regular season, he led the league in total yardage, combined rushing and receiving. But he got a 27-yard off tackle to the Dallas 33, and then from there I gained a 9-yard line buck by McCaffrey, 12-yard flat pass, and drove down to the 5 where McCaffrey ran it in on an end run.
And then he
to narrow the gap to 10-7.
Yeah, and that's huge. And then after that, it looks like he had a fumble. Am I reading that right? Did he fumble?
Well, he did eventually. His next possession, he punted on after he only gained 4 yards, and I was able to mount another pretty good drive, which McCaffrey capped off with a 21-yard off-tackle touchdown. So that gave me the 14-10 lead with just a couple minutes left in the half.
And then I see the fumble on the ball possession. So he got the ball back.
Yeah.
After that touchdown,
he
went 32 yards in 2 plays. Was that a receiver fumble?
Yeah, he completed a flat pass for no gain to Zach Moss, and Moss fumbled it. I recovered and ran it back to his 47, and then was able to drive down to the 16 and kick the field goal with 8 seconds left.
So that concluded the first half for all intents and purposes, because he didn't get anything on his ensuing drive. And then you had a 17-10 lead, and then the third quarter he came back and retook the lead. So what was
right?
You got the ball first, but did you throw it here? Is that where he threw the second pick, or?
Yeah, no, I did nothing in the first possession of the second half. I ran a flat pass on first down for -4 yards. So, and then he drove downfield and kicked the field goal.
Got a field goal
about halfway through the third quarter.
Got it.
And then on the very first play of my next possession was when I threw the interception. Threw a flat pass from my 17. He intercepted, ran it back to my 18. Double covered,
or
yeah.
Just on max card?
No, it was double covered. It was a good call. And then he scored on a short pass to Jamar Chase from the 8. So that gave him the 20-17 lead.
Okay, so you get the ball back after that touchdown, and it looks like you got a field goal first. Am I right or no?
Right. No, that's right.
Yeah.
I got the ball back. I started at my 23. Had a couple of first downs, got to his 16, and had to settle for a field goal. So that tied the game at 20. With
20, that takes us into the fourth quarter.
Right.
And then
that was a minute into the fourth quarter.
And then he got the ball back. Did he go 3 and out? What happened after that?
Yeah, he went 3 and out. He threw an incomplete flat pass, line buck for a yard, short pass incomplete, and punted. So I got the ball at my 31.
And then traded punts, right?
And then I had to punt because I didn't go anywhere either. And then came the big with 7:48 to play. He was running 2nd and 4. Gus Edwards fumbled the ball away, and I got the possession at my 48 and brought in Bijan Robinson, who hadn't played much. Contrary to what I did during the regular season, in the playoffs, I used a totally different offensive concept, I guess. So Bijan hadn't played in this game at all, but I brought him in on a pro set offense. First play after he came in, I completed a flat pass for 13 yards, and then he ran a couple plays later, ran 21 yards off tackle, and then 11 yards on another look into the 1, and Ramondre Stevenson ran it in with 3:18 to go.
Nice. And then from then on, we kind of saw the rest. I mean, we didn't see it, but I saw it. I didn't have the broadcast up. I saw him drive all the way down to where he was facing the 4th and 1, and I believe that was a flat pass into a 2-minute zone.
Right, it was to Zach Moss.
So if it would have gone on his card, it would have been a first down, and the drive would have continued. But on one of your cards, it got stopped, and then you were able to not run out on the next possession.
It's really strange how often which card it goes to makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, that's Stratomatic. So,
yep.
Well, congratulations. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to walk us through the game since our viewers did not get to watch it, and then we can see it in our mind's eye. And it's a well-deserved championship. Congratulations to Mark as well, who made it to the Super Bowl by beating the Cal Bears and the Phoenix Cardinals. Some long-time Oops coaches in this playoff. So great job by everybody. Thanks to Paul for running the league. I'll give it to you, Jim. Any last-minute words? One quick question. One quick question. So if you would have known you were going to be in the Super Bowl, would you still would have taken Bijan Robinson so high with Christian McCaffrey?
Yes. I really like Bijan Robinson. During the regular season, I used him a lot. And the only reason I didn't use him as much in the playoffs is because I shifted my primary formation from the pro set to the 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends, so with only 1 running back. But I would like to say congratulations to Mark. He had a great season. I had some good luck in this game. Well, we both had some good luck, but I got my share and then some, I think. And I really enjoyed playing with him. As you may have noticed, he and I had a conversation back and forth about my autumn wind team, and he posted his tour article about the Sun yesterday. I really enjoyed reading Mark's articles about the league. He just does a great job, and I think he's a real benefit to the league. I really enjoy it.
For sure. And I actually sent him an email after he said, "Oh, this is the final one with the Sun." I'm like, "Hey, did you do one on Seattle?" I had totally forgot that I was like the first one back in July. He has been doing this for almost a month. So congratulations. Great job, Mark. I agree. It's really added value to the league. And even though my team doesn't have many trade pieces and I don't have any deals going, I really enjoyed his insights on everybody's team. Made it cool.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Thanks again, Jim. Congratulations.
All right.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Okay. Thanks, Dennis. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.